Once again, all hail Knights of the Gimmick table, where we spit the truth at the infamous round table and your feelings get left at the door. I am Boogaloo. This is LowRyda, and we are the Dead Presidents. What's up, Chung?
What's up, Blue? All right, let's get fucking started.
Let's pay some bills.
This is gonna be round 2 with Simply Luscious and Brysin Scott, and we're gonna pay some bills beforehand. But before I get started with our ads, I want to say thank you to Cicadas for the awesome intro music.
Definitely thank them.
And thank you to Charles Redmond for putting together that video for us.
I always say that video, man, every time I see it, I get excited. It gets my pants tight in the front.
Yeah. Speaking of getting your pants tight in the front.
Oh, sleeves.com. Hey, you can't go wrong with sleeves. So if you or anybody in your family is an athlete, you might want to introduce them to Sleeves. Sleeves has armbands, arm sleeves, headbands, knee pads, compression shorts, compression pants, thick sleeves, mouth guards, even these dirty boxers. They have several different types. Hey, you get the monkey with the banana on the, and the banana be your meats.
Yeah.
Hey, check it out. Sleeves.com. Use the promo code MWA pod for your 10% discount.
And how about some health vape? Everybody would like a little health vape, right? I don't really do the vaping thing. Maybe Luscious and Brysin Scott may be interested in that kind of stuff. Yeah. But Health Vape has healthy vaping alternatives. All their products have no nicotine, no harmful or addictive chemicals, and they're vitamin infused. So make sure you pick yourself up some of their healthy vaping products.
Yes.
And use our code MWA pod for a discount.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us, go and look into putting in up the Realm Network. It's brought to you by the Russo brand, the Realm Network. Subscribe to it, realmnetwork.com, and you'll get such shows as Killing the Business with the Kingpin Angel Medina, King Mega, and the Crisco Kid Glenn Sexton. You also get Shooting the Shit Uncensored with the Ozzy Podcast Machine Pierce Austin, and Get Funk with Alan Queeby Funk, as well as Knights of the Gimmick table with your boys, the Dead President. Yep.
Yeah, without you. Yeah. Also, guys, if y'all can, feel free to please subscribe to twitch.tv/MWA World. And on there, you guys can catch our show with King Mega called Wrestling with Sports, where we talk about all kinds of sports. It doesn't matter if it's fucking badminton, if it's what's hot in this week, you'll see it, you'll hear about it. You know what I'm saying? We do that on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Also, we have the Funking Kingpin show with Alan Queewee Funk and the Kingpin Angel Medina. And we also have the
NXT Roundup.
Yeah, Roundup. Yeah, man, I still want to keep doing the wrap up.
And the Ozzy Podcast Machine, Pierce Austin. Do not call it the wrap up, because I don't need that man calling me all pissed off.
I know, man. I keep fucking it up, man.
5 foot of fury, that furry little bearded man. I don't need him calling me all pissed off.
Yeah, he'll bust a fucking Foster's over your head.
For real.
But
Foster's get shattered like that.
Twitch.tv MWA World. Also, like that, subscribe to it, follow it on Twitch. Also, if you can, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, MWA World, or subscribe to us on YouTube, MWA Podcast Network. So
thank you.
We would appreciate it. Give us some thumbs up on our videos and shit.
Like this, look.
Like that.
All right.
All right. Well, like I said, this is round 2 with Simply Luscious and Brysin Scott. And,
our new brother.
Yeah.
Our new brother.
Part 1 was very entertaining. So if you haven't gotten a chance to check it out yet,
a lot of energy.
Make sure y'all check it out. And welcome me on.
I feel I have to go to Vegas with these two.
What the fuck?
Okay.
My bad. But I'm so all about the dirty boxers. I'm about to go to sleets.com and get some new ones.
You should.
ones. That got me
Well,
all.
I definitely seen you guys using your vape. Maybe you guys may be interested in some health vape.
That's not that kind. That's just different kind of vapes,
Hey,
but
you
still
know
don't
what?
check those out. They do look pretty flavorful.
If they get the energy,
I
I
don't
need
know.
more because I'm
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
He gets mad at me. He's like, "Oh," and
I
I'm like,
need
"Dude,"
her to get energy to make me coffee.
because like when we went out with the juice, I was like, "Oh, drinking and stuff." But now he's like, "Oh, what happened to Simply Luscious?" I used to hear about. Well, I'm fucking married now. I have kids. I had my first daughter at 40. And
It's all a new ball game.
Hey,
I'm not
nobody
the same.
needs to know your
No, but he's like, "What happened to the Luscious?" You always talk about.
kizzy fizzy.
No, but you tell me. He's like, "What? I'm old. I'm fucking old."
Okay. Also, guys, back to the intro video. I'm probably gonna steal some of your spots. So
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, feel free, bro.
Feel free, brother.
I don't use them often.
I'm watching some of it, and I'm
Feel free, man. Feel free.
Texas.
What you got? Some hot sauce there?
No, it's
No.
Y'all need to come back to Texas for real, though, guys. Like,
Man,
I've heard so many stories.
Hey, we had so much fun. Hey, there was a point where I was contemplating moving there, and Rudy was like, "Yeah, come back and you could help me run the school." And I'm like, "Yeah, no doubt." And I was like, and I told my wife's like, "They have tornadoes down there." I'm like, "Okay."
So we moved to Florida.
Then California, right? She was like, "They have earthquakes over there." I'm
And
like,
tsunamis.
"All right." So then we moved. So then we moved to Florida, the hottest place in the damn world. It's like
with hurricanes.
like
All the damn time.
yeah, hurricanes, yeah, all the time. All the time.
But yeah, one of my best friends growing up actually lives out there in Texas, out in
He was stationed in
fucking
Fort Hood,
Austin
right?
now. Yeah, he was actually stationed in Fort Hood, and then when I hear y'all talking about Colleen, that's where he lived when I went out there to go visit him too.
Wow.
Well,
You went to Colleen?
anytime y'all are able
Yeah.
to, our house is your house.
Yeah.
Y'all are more than welcome here.
Well, not right now. Not at this house. We're moving.
Well,
because
I'm gonna tell you. Veronica's. What's up?
Do you remember? Did you ever meet Dale, or did I tell you about Dale? Because I'd be like, "Oh, y'all come." Like I would tell you, and I told everybody, "Oh, you come to Texas, you can stay with me." And I would say that to like everybody, but I didn't want this guy to come. He's like, "Oh, I want to come visit you," and I was like, "Okay, I didn't discuss it with you." And then I was like, "Maybe we should talk first." Like you and we planned it,
Yeah.
But he just kept and then he messages me, "Oh, I'm on my way," and I'm like, "What?"
Who's
And
Dale?
then Dale, he trained with at Dory Punk School.
Oh,
Dale
okay.
Torborg?
And then
Oh, he was actually on Alan Funk's show recently.
I don't know Dale. No,
Oh,
Dale.
no,
The demon was Dale Torborg.
No,
Yeah,
You're saying that anyway. I don't remember. his
Well, I
name.
mean, you're saying he's on that same show.
Anyway, I wouldn't answer his call, and Rudy gives him my number. And says,
was it Brett Dale?
Who?
Brett Dale from Dory Funks?
Blonde hair.
That's the
Is that the fucking jabroni?
yeah, you know him.
And then he wouldn't, like, he was just staying there. Like, he was living on my couch. I'm like, okay, you don't work. I hate you. You live on my couch. I'm basically married again. Like, and then he wouldn't leave. And then he finally got a girlfriend. He was living in her dorm. And then she got in trouble. Yeah, and I was just about to kick him out. And his mom sent me, like, a bouquet of flowers and like, balloons. So I felt bad. So I didn't kick him out.
Oh,
He was annoying. And he was making a dent in my couch. I told you about him.
No,
And
you
then
didn't.
that was before Joey.
Was this with us before Joey?
Yes.
Okay, so let me tell you about this. You ever heard it? You seen this house that she used to live in?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I took you by it. But
Which one? The one?
Hey.
right there. Yeah.
You were renting that house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
No, he's frozen.
Well, she's like, you guys could sleep in my room, right? So she gave us her room, right? The bedroom was huge. That bedroom was huge, Veronica. But so we're chilling there, and all of a sudden, like I'm hearing, like, right, Chung?
Yeah.
We're in the bed, and all of a sudden, it's like you start hearing these noises, like these weird noises, like, and you can hear it like something running, like it sounded like it was coming from the wall. We're like, what the fuck? Yeah, these fucking rats, right? So you hear like,
Well, your yard was infested with bamboo, right?
Well, no, it was right by the
tea garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were coming, right? You could hear them running, and like all of a sudden you hear this big motherfucker. He must have been like 20 pounds. And he's running. You can hear him running in the wall, and all of a sudden you hear boom, like that, right? It hits the wall, and the bed fucking moved. The bed fucking moved, and like
a bump, and the bed moved.
Yeah, so
and we're talking about real rats.
Yeah,
people.
Rats.
Yeah, not a.
I go to my brother. I go. You felt that shit? He goes, yeah. That motherfucker moved the bed.
Well, I didn't know. One time
I would hope your brother's not moving the bed with you in it.
I had
just say it.
Nah.
That would be the juice.
The juice.
No, but one time I went to Mexico and I came back and I had like 4 bedrooms and I put my suitcase in there and I kept smelling something. I was like, what is that? And I thought it was just my gear. And I didn't know, but Bosco, my dog at the time.
Yeah, the American Bulldog Bosco.
I had my bag folded over and one of those big rats had been dead in there and he like got bloated. So he was like this big and like his head and that's what smelled in my room.
Fuck.
Yeah. They weren't mice. They were fucking huge.
Yeah.
It definitely sounded like it was not a little mouse.
So she had Bosco and Priscilla. Bosco's American Bulldog. Priscilla's the English Bulldog. Priscilla used to like to hug people. she would jump on you and hug you. But like she would stand by that back door. She stand by that backyard door, just staring out of it. And then you go near the door, she's like want to attack you. She's like, I'm like, all right, you got it.
Yeah, I've heard many stories about those dogs.
Those dogs were awesome.
I'm gonna cry.
Those dogs were awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's not get her worked up.
Oh no, but another story about her house. So hey, so there was like one day we're there and then her toilet breaks. Remember that shit? The toilet break, and I had to take a shit.
She just got out of it, right?
No, I wasn't bad like that.
Because that happens all the time here.
I wasn't like that.
No, the toilet. So like the little ball inside the tank, it wasn't floating no more. So I'm like, fuck, man, I got to shit bad, right? So I'm like, I go, you got any spare wood? So she gives me all this wood. I cut it up and I tape the wood to the ball because the wood will make the ball float. That's the only way. I was like, God damn. Her stepdad comes by. He goes, her stepdad's like, what are you doing? I go, bro, I had to use the bathroom so bad. He goes, you're pretty crafty. He goes, you're pretty crafty.
bro, check this. We're getting on this subject, so we're gonna go there.
Oh no.
So my first WWE extra loop, it's Dallas. I'm already booked for an indie show that Saturday night at 7:00, and the Thursday before I'm supposed to show up Sunday night for the pay-per-view, I get an email saying, "Hey, we need you here at the venue Saturday night at 8." So I hit up Sir Mo, who's running the indie company that I'm wrestling for Saturday night. And I'm like, hey, bro, can I be first match? Because WWE saying they need me at the venue at 8 tonight for some reason. So yeah, sure. So we do that, and we go and we do the extra work, and we're there till 4:30 in the morning on Sunday taping for pre-tape stuff. And I get to the place where we're staying in Dallas, and it's one of my buddies' house. And what's the first thing I do? I walk in and I go to the bathroom, clogged up the toilet for the rest of the weekend.
God, the rest of the weekend. God damn.
Maintenance could not come for 2 days, and we were stuck with it like that. And I just felt so bad.
You just stick your hand in and grab it.
Oh, no, not a chance.
I've done that.
No.
Hey, that happened to us too. Me and him were in the hotel, right? And I had to use the bathroom. And I destroyed this toilet, right? And I go, bro, it's not flushing. There was no plunger to be found. He had to go outside to a tree, break a stick off the tree, so I could chop this shit up, so I could get in to flush.
Oh man, this is a weird kind of podcast.
Yeah. But we talk about everything. We don't give a fuck.
If Dirty Andy Dalton from Texas Wrestling's still around, the creeper that he is, he's definitely
I don't
subscribed
know
to
who
this
that
right
is.
now.
Why would you-
All right. So
Let's talk about wrestling.
we're going to talk about what?
Let's
So let's talk about
what you
wrestling.
guys
Let's stop talking about poop.
Wrestling poop.
Okay.
Same
So-
shit.
We went to Mexico a few times with you, Veronica,
Ah,
and I remember the
and
one and Joey. That's the story I'm going to talk about because
Israeli guy.
yeah, we get yeah. Okay, so it's Fast Eddie still wrestling?
The
Fast
blind
Eddie?
guy.
Yeah, Fast Eddie.
Yeah, the blind dude.
No,
I've seen him on a couple flyers
He's like-
recently, but I've never met him.
he's like a cop or something too.
How's he be
How
a
the
blind
fuck is
cop?
he a blind cop?
Hey, he's only blind in one eye.
No, he's not.
That mother. When we were working him, he was like, hey,
Talking about him.
I had
Like,
to-
hey,
I had
we're
to-
gonna
I had to hold
fucking-
he had to hold my arm to walk through Mexico because he couldn't see.
Hey,
I can't.
I had to do that through security checkpoints in Korea. Thank you.
I can't see either.
Yeah.
I can't see at night. Don't be
Hey, so we wrestled the show with him at this dog track with Fast Eddie, right? In Harlingen, right? That was where it was, Veronica?
Harlingen.
Yeah, Harlingen, yeah.
Yo, check this out.
Let him go
Speaking of
first.
this real quick, wait.
He was trying
Real
to start
quick.
first.
Rudy's running a show here soon in Harlingen.
He already did.
One of his students is from Harlingen, and he still misspelled it on a
He
flyer.
misspelled
Damn.
Harlingen. Nice name.
Sorry, I'm big on professionalism. That's not professional.
So we're it's the middle of our match. It's him and who's the homeless guy, the Spanish kid?
Hobo Joe.
Hobo Joe. Him
Is
and
that his
Hobo
name?
Joe.
I feel
Yeah.
like I just made that shit up.
It
But I
was
couldn't-
Hobo Joe, right?
Ooh, no,
Ron-
I've never heard of
It was
him.
some Mexican kid that he was singing with.
Hey, we had a homeless luchador when I
okay, go
wrestled in
on.
Virginia called
I don't know.
Toch.
That wasn't him.
So
Go,
like, hey,
His
so
name
the
was
match,
Hobo some shit.
yeah, it was Hobo Joe.
Joe.
Anyways, so we're going through this. They're going through the match, and all of a sudden the lights go out in the middle of the match. This guy was like Daredevil. And Fast Eddie was like Daredevil. We hit a Hurricane Rider in pitch black.
It's always pitch black for him, though.
But I'm saying it was pitch black for us, and he hit the Hurricane Rider.
Okay, that's true.
But anyways, we go to Mexico after that show, right? we go to Mexico after that show, and it's
You remember
dumb.
that guy looked up and there was a guy holding lights because they didn't
Yeah.
have a disco ball and it's a little
Yeah,
Mexican guy
dancing,
like
yeah.
that. All night he just going. Okay, go on. I just had to say that.
So like we're all dancing and stuff, like we're dancing with girls and stuff, and then her roommate Joey starts grabbing this Mexican chick. He's grabbed her, and then all her cholo friends come out of nowhere. And they want,
Brothers.
yeah, they were related to her.
Remember, she was like, no. He's like, come on, dance with me. She's like, no. And he kept fucking going. I'm like, oh.
So then I stop it, right? I stop it, and then I take the girl, and I take the girl, and I start dancing with the girl, whatever, and we squash it, whatever. Then, bro, not even like 20 minutes later, he's back at it again. And then who was it? Was it the Federals that were in the club with the machine guns?
Yeah, they just walk around like.
Yeah. I was like, man, fuck this. We're gonna get killed up in the club, Joey.
Come on! I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Rudy. And
yeah,
Rudy didn't do anything, of course. Rudy did.
Dude, I remember I went to the bathroom, and I'm walking in, and I see fucking Joey's in there, and all of a sudden, like, the bathroom door is getting blocked up. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, oh shit. Then my brother comes walking in. I'm like, yo, this shit. So then we were like, hey man, the dude's like, we start talking to the dudes and shit, and they were just like, hey, tell your friend, get the fuck away from her. Don't touch her. Don't talk to her. We're like, yeah, that ain't really our friend, but okay. It's not my friend, but yeah, sure. Just don't fucking stab his ass up over here.
Don't pay a bunch of your rent.
Oh, hey, I got a funny story. So Veronica picks us up at the airport with her mom, right? So we're in the car and her mom starts talking to us in Spanish. Remember this, Sean?
Yep, I'll never forget this.
So her mom starts talking to us in Spanish, and Veronica goes, Mom, they don't speak Spanish. They're Puerto Rican.
She said they're not Spanish. They're Puerto Rican.
Yeah, they're not Spanish. They're Puerto Rican.
Bro, she's still like that to this day.
They're different. They're different.
Her mom was like,
And I was like, what the hell?
what?
Her mom loved me though.
Yeah, she did. She's like, you're so cute.
Yeah, she told me I look like one of her old boyfriends.
I can see Irene falling in love with your ass.
Yeah, she told me, she said I look like one of her old boyfriends from back in the day.
Look, you still remember.
Yeah, my brother remembers everything.
I got a great memory. Even with all the concussions, I still remember
everything.
That's like me. Like I said, I just had 2 concussions within the last month.
You don't remember shit.
Doing what? How'd that happen?
He was
Oh,
stupid. He was,
I thought you should have known so they'd be like, I don't remember.
and he's only deaf too when he fucking doesn't hear something. And I'll be like, oh, I'll say something under my breath.
I took a stiff clothesline because dude like threw a clothesline. I was supposed to like duck his clothesline
My eyes are itchy.
and eat a spear. No, this motherfucker like followed his arm to where I was and like just clobbered me in the head.
Shit.
And I was
I thought you hit your head on the TV.
And then the next match, it was a fans bring the weapons match.
Oh, I hate those matches.
Those are
What kind of weapons did they bring to that? Let me just.
I took a spike DDT to a 32-inch TV.
Oh,
That's what
nice.
now a flat screen or a fucking
flat-
okay.
It was funny the time before. I didn't mean to cut you off. Someone brought a slide and he put the slide down and he went down on the guy's dick.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah,
That's actually funny.
That was a ladder match.
Wait, hold on. You went down on the guy's dick.
He put the slide.
Yeah, it
on
was a
this guy's
triple
guy.
threat ladder match. And beforehand,
Not like Larry Lava though.
God damn.
Hey,
No, not like Larry Love.
hey, but like, hey,
But
yeah,
it was a triple threat ladder match in Houston, and this venue.
It was the hardcore one.
No, it
Why
wasn't.
the fuck did you have a slide then if it was a ladder match? It was a hardcore.
No, it was
because they
not.
had Legos
Ronnie,
too.
Ronnie,
Oh my gosh, why
It was
y'all
my
like
match.
Okay, but why would you have Legos then? A ladder match with Legos?
That one didn't have Legos.
they built the ladder out of Legos.
That one did not have Legos in it. Because the ladder match was a triple threat ladder match.
So it was a ladder slide match.
No, I just found it beforehand, and in a ladder
So you
match,
shouldn't
it's
be
no
allowed to
DQ. It's no DQ.
Yeah. Just go with the rules. Hey,
Wow.
but
Grandma over here forgot what.
hey, but
wrestling-
oh shit.
Calm
Hey.
down, Millie.
Wow.
So the friends bring the weapons matches are the worst. I remember we had a match. What dude brought an axe, right? Somebody put an
Yeah, the
axe.
motherfucker came with a hatchet. We were like,
Yeah, put an axe in there,
get out of here.
like silly shit. I was like, what the hell?
Remember the fucking dude? No, they took that shit away.
Took it
at the
away
door.
because they had a garbage can at the door and they had people throw the weapons in there, and then they're like, "Yo, this motherfucker brought an axe." I was like, "Jesus Christ!"
I got a machete now.
The dude hit me. Remember, I got hit with that fucking keyboard with the thumbtacks.
Yeah, on the
The
keys.
thumbtacks were glued to the keys.
I didn't know it. The fans bring the weapons match. I took a spike DDT on the outside to a full pack of Pokemon cards that had thumbtacks in duct tape to it.
That's fucked
You
up.
didn't get arcade Pokemon cards?
I didn't know what it was.
Wow.
They would have been fucked up.
It fucking hurt.
Wow.
That's fucked up, man.
Messed
That's
up.
Oh, he's already pissed that I didn't get him Legos because I smashed them on somebody's head.
You gotta bring him home
At
after the
least I
match.
didn't let the fur fly.
Oh, yeah. I want to talk about that. So you were in TNA for a little bit, Veronica, right? As Nurse Veronica,
Yeah.
and what you were like, yeah. She said, yeah.
She's like, yeah.
They had you feuding with was it Lollipop?
I
Yeah.
guess you could say that. I was fighting with cage dancers.
You were fighting with the
I was
cage
mad.
dancers.
Yeah, I was mad because I wasn't wrestling, so I was like, "F this," And Vince Russo wanted me to come out and fight with her and say, "Bitch, the bird's gonna fly." And I said, I would never say the bird's gonna fly. Like I might say bitch or something. I'm gonna kick your ass, but not the bird's gonna fly. And like I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say, just say it. And the hack's like, say it, just shut up, girl. And then I end up saying it, and everybody just huge pop. Oh, the bird's gonna fly. Oh,
Yeah.
and it is fucking.
I think you could be seen on like what Pluto app or something that has all the TNA episodes.
The bird's gonna fly.
So how long were you with TNA?
I don't know. I don't even remember the dates. Like he gets mad at me now. It's nice because I have him, and I don't know like even what year I started. Like I don't remember dates. I'm horrible with numbers.
I'm the big numbers and dates.
Like I don't even remember what year.
Like
what year I
like
started.
a lot of what I believe drew us together in a marriage and relationship comes to the numbers and stuff like that.
Oh.
So that's how my memory works because of the concussions and all that. I use dates and big memories.
So numbers brought me to.
Okay. I like it.
I'm gonna.
I can't. I don't remember a lot of shit. Louis normally has to.
No, but
she says I'm more valuable to her than I am alive. I make okay amount a month, but like if I died right now, she'd get like $450,000. I'm like,
same thing with my wife. I'm worth more dead to my wife than.
Oh yeah,
no,
my wife.
So I'm always.
I'd rather wait like till later and we can get more life insurance or something.
I'm not getting more. No, she's trying to get more.
Yeah. My wife will tell me, "Oh, well, what did you do if I die?" I said, "I hope don't jinx it because you ain't worth nothing if you're dead."
Veronica, her only.
And he thinks he's Mexican now.
How is that? How are those beers?
Oh,
he thinks he's Mexican.
These are just regular.
And now because he has
these are my shit right
here. Yeah, that's huge.
Lime and salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are my shit right here.
Tell me a word you say.
A la verga.
A la verga. I didn't really know what that. I'm like, okay, it's dick or whatever. But we go to my aunt's house and they're real religious and they don't. And I told her, I said, say your word you learned. And then I go, say it. He goes, shut up. And I go, say it. And then I go,
like, I know it's bad.
But then
like,
I said, he goes, a la verga. And I go, what does that mean actually? And my cousin goes, I don't know, Mom. What does it mean? Because I don't say that word. And I was like, oh, like they were all mad. And that's like his only word. Shit. So it's pretty much dick, or it depends how you say it. Suck my dick, or right?
What do y'all translate?
Well, how do Puerto Ricans say it?
Well, I'd suck my dick.
But
chupa mi huevos or chupa mi pinga.
Chupa mi pinga.
I say Puerto Rican.
She's bad though. Like we're driving through Texas, and she like looks over. She goes, "You see that field over there?" She goes, "A lot of wetbacks die over there when they crossing the border." I was like, "What the fuck?"
No, I'm just kidding.
She could say
well, now they don't have water. Well, my grandma swam across. My family swam across. Now there's actually no water. So they can just walk across, and they would get like rattlesnakes. So they swam and made all that.
That's a good cover story.
Wow. And he says, he asked me if I have my green card. He says I'm the wetback. Actually,
I never said that.
No, that was Larry Lawless. Because I would
your Canadian husband
we were trying to get a green card at the time, and he would say we would go there and listen. It was like during 9/11, so it got pushed back. But we would go to a place here.
I was in 7th grade.
You stop? And I would go, and we would try to go fill out the app, and they'd come and give it to me. And I'm like, excuse me, I'm not the one here trying to get my green card, bitch. And they would like always think it was me. And they're like,
lies.
Trying to speak Spanish to me. And I'm like, this motherfucking Canadian here is trying to get his green card. Don't be giving me the paperwork. How rude. They wanted me to give up my American citizenship to become Canadian. Can you imagine if I did that?
Imagine what that dude would have done for a green card if he was willing to for some cable.
Yeah. He still never got it. And then he called my mom because that's when they had landlines at the time. And he's like, hey, I want to talk to my wife. She's like, y'all are divorced. And he's like, that's not possible. I didn't sign for it. In the state of Texas, it's called abandonment if you're Canadian. And the lawyer's like, pretty much.
It's not just if you're Canadian.
Like, as long as he doesn't come back and try to fight it, then.
It's not just if you're Canadian, because that's how I finally got divorced from my first wife.
Your wife was Canadian?
No.
My first wife.
I was gonna say, what the fuck are the odds?
That's how I had to get my divorce.
Oh, okay.
Because she was still trying to eat up the spousal support that I have to pay per military regulation.
Yeah.
Damn Army wives.
But then she's not getting screwed in the end.
Hey, tell us about Japan, Veronica. That you spent some time there too.
Yeah, it was fun. It was nice. I would be there like drinking. Like the first time I went was Sumi.
What were you drinking? Sake?
Sake, yeah, or anything pretty much. I would drink anything. And there, you either like have to go home early or you stay out all night if you want to take a train. That's all.
I spent time in Korea in 2014, 2015, and that's the same way for Americans over there.
Yeah, I'm like,
you have to be in by a certain time, or people look at you a lot differently.
Yeah, but I would stay out. I don't drink at all now. I can't believe that. I'm hot. It's not worth it. I'm serious.
She does it though, like
menopause. Like I said, he gets mad, but I'm like, I'm always fucking hot. And then I get drunk. I'm hot. So why the fuck don't I be hot?
Then you live in hot ass Texas.
Yeah. Oh, it's even hotter now since y'all were here. Global warming.
But like,
no, that's not real.
Like when I went to Korea,
we're flat Earth.
When I went to Korea, I actually had.
I believe in Scientology. I'm kidding.
These are jokes.
I believe in this.
When I went to Korea, I actually got to train with some guys over there that ended up wrestling. It's like Pro Wrestling Society or something that it is now. But before that, they weren't known at all. They were training in a 22 by 24 custom welded ring. And like this old like farming tent.
That's not even right dimensions.
It was crazy. Like that was the only wrestling I could find in Korea when I was stationed there for the year that I was there. And I was like, all right, I've got to go. At least once I've got to check out wrestling internationally, because that's all I've ever wanted to do was wrestle in Japan. So I was like, if I could at least wrestle some training in South Korea, it'll make...
so see, that's the same then? You're saying
no, I'm not
Puerto
saying
Ricans
that.
And Mexican now, Koreans and Japanese.
No.
But
it was just cool to see the difference and how much they wanted to learn the American style.
Yeah.
Well, everybody.
And it was cool because they hadn't met many actual American soldiers that were wrestlers. So for me to be able to teach them that, and then them talking about, because in South Korea, you have to go into the military service. Mm-hmm. It's still like a draft over there. You have to go in.
I was since Q had to. He tried to buy his way out, and they still wouldn't fucking do it. They were ready to throw his ass in prison for it.
Yeah,
they throw you in jail and shit.
But I mean, it was just cool.
God bless you.
Bless you.
My kids
we have
don't
big
have it.
sunflowers that grow next to our house right now. So
I'm glad my kids don't have it though. Nobody has it. They took after him, and they took after me with my sweet personality. My daughter can fucking chop. Send him the chop. You got to send him that. We'll send it to you after my daughter. Oh my god, she's so mean.
All right, so
yeah, we homeschool though because they're both.
Oh, you homeschool?
Oh yeah, because I can just hear what did Kathy do now, or like who did she suplex or something.
Oh, my daughter's for giving the "you're the number one" salute.
My brother taught him that. That's
her brothers are in an MC club,
and I won't let him.
And they're always shooting the finger.
We were gonna move in a house, and it was like close by. I'm like, oh.
Your brothers are still with the Mayans.
What? My brother's bad. He's bad. He ruined me.
The Mayan MC.
I burp, and I can't. He's like, why don't you be a lady?
She farts.
I'm like, it's my brother's fault. He ruined me. He made me a pig. I have no manners, and I try not to be that way with my daughter. But my daughter, like, what'd she do the other day? She like bent over and she goes, fire! And like farted at me, and I'm like, I didn't teach her that. Like, I just
you're being ready in the
She shot a fucking cannon at me. And I'm like, oh my God, she's so much sicker and twisted more than I ever was. And I haven't taught her anything. And she's just like, holy shit, who is this little human being? I'm like, geez.
So for all you marks and fans out there that are like, oh my God, Simply Luscious in schoolgirl outfits. Yeah, she farts worse than 2-day-old Taco Bell.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, he's like, Simply Luscious, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm like, I never said I was like a lady. Don't be get like y'all know I wasn't. I was like, bleh, bleh, bleh. Why do you know? I'll be like, why
give a brother a hope spot or something?
I'll give you the Iggy man.
Rotating.
No,
and then everybody's like, oh, like Steve. Like I even saw a video with Steve. He was talking to somebody like, oh, she's crazy, and I'm like. Oh, what the fuck did I ever do to you, motherfucker?
Oh, wow. He did a shoot tape and they asked him about you?
It was Steven who.
Carino and Jimmy Jacob.
Yeah, I was like, motherfucker, I let you stay in my house and him, and you're calling me crazy because you're with him now. Now that I don't want to go to WWE, I don't give a fuck. But I'm like, wow, you're calling me crazy, you fucking dickhead. Like,
wow.
I'm just saying one of my best matches ever was with Colby, but he blocked my chops in the corner.
Oh, that's a straight bitch move.
Oh, so then I wrestled Steve, or no, I did a thing in England with Steve because
he blocked your slap.
We got a thing, and I was gonna go slap him, and I go, "Fuck you! You're mean to Priscilla, my dog." And Bosco, fuck you for Bosco. And I went to go slap him, and he turned it, and I go, "This motherfucker." And I go, I go, you can't do this guy. And so he's like, boom! I slapped the fuck out of him. I go, that's for Bosco. Because he was mean to Bosco.
Well,
what the hell? Who the hell would be mean to Bosco?
I was chopping Colby into the corner.
Something's wrong.
I gave him one big chop, and it was a decent chop.
If someone
then he started doing this.
He got into the corner, and I set his hands up to go for another one.
He's like, oh, no, this shit hurts.
He did the little windshield wipers. Bro. I was so mad, man. Like, I got a concussion in that match too, but
what?
Yeah, but
he has TBI. Well, like we have some.
I like to go hard.
We have friends here that like I have a friend. Well, I can't really stand him, but he was 100% disabled, but he can't do anything. He's 100% disabled, and he can still wrestle. Like this guy gets caught, this other guy gets caught. Like, but he literally has TBI. He has brain injury. Hello, and he's still fucking like whatever. If you want to do it, you'll die anyway. And that's why I told him, like when he first wrestled, he's like, "Oh, my disc," and I'm like, "I have so many crushed discs." I'm like, "Suck it up." Like my knees are bad. His knee was hurt. I'm like, I walk around.
Shit, I remember when you hurt your knee the first time.
What?
I remember when you hurt your knee the first time.
Oh yeah, and it's been bad since then. Now I hurt the other one, but I'm like, you either do it. Like I'm sure if they checked all our discs, it'd be bad. I'm like, just don't listen to doctors. Just do it. If you love it, just do it, and that's it. Like. So I'm like, work around your knee, but this one fucking still goes and I hit my head on a fucking TV screen. So and then he's like, "Oh, can you drive?" I'm like, "No, you said
she wouldn't even drive home,
and you fucking did this.
She wouldn't even drive home from Houston."
No, I was like,
"I'm like, man, I've got a concussion."
You're not gonna let
she don't drive. She don't drive.
No, I didn't drive. I told him you did that.
Me, her, and Chris Daniels. Me, her, and Chris Daniels are driving. And she made Chris drive her car. While she sat in the back and slept.
Bro, no, we're on the way back from Houston. I know I have a concussion because every car that's passing on the opposite side of the road, all I'm seeing is a light ring go by. Ring, ring,
just stand between the lights.
I'm just like, oh shit.
Like, okay.
I'm like, this is the worst one I've had. And I'm just like looking at her, and she's just over there all snuggled up.
I didn't go to sleep. I stayed awake and talked to you.
No, you did.
Yes, I did.
Maybe in your sleep.
And in a dream, yeah, in a dream.
Yeah, because she sleep.
Oh well.
talks.
I'm like, oh well. Like, I'll wake up if he hit speed bumps to wake me up, and then I'm like, you okay? And I'll make sure he's okay. And then
that's how we also got our second pig too. We
had 2 pigs.
We are also pig owners, people. We own
After
2
Priscilla,
pigs.
after Priscilla died, I had Hannibal. He's a wiener dog, a Chiweenie. So he's Hannibal after Hannibal Lecter. And that's another reason Rudy's like, oh, and y'all are crazy. You got fucking
Oh yeah. People think we're crazy just because we named all our animals after serial killers.
Hannibal.
We have a thief.
I have Hannibal, and then Bundy's the other wiener dog after Ted Bundy. And then I have Lizzie. She died. She was Lizzie Borden. She recently died.
She's a basset hound.
So she was a basset hound. And then we got our first pig, so we named him
Charlie Manson,
but we call him Manson. And then we go, what the fuck are we gonna name our new pig? And we're like, it's got to be a killer. That fucking
it had to be a
Yolanda.
female.
Yeah,
and she was in the movie Selena.
They know that.
Who?
So,
what you named it?
Fucking Yolanda, that fucking murdering bitch that killed Selena. So we call her Yolanda.
So my female pig's name is Yolanda. We call her Yola.
And then they're like, oh well, y'all are crazy. Y'all got fucking so what?
But hey, she made it a point to tell us about the
fucking whore. She's fucking getting, and then everybody's tagging me. Yolanda's getting out of jail. I'm like, no, they're going over her case. They're not gonna fucking
let her. It's just parole.
She's not getting parole. That fucking bitch is lucky she's not dead.
I'm going and I'm saying let her out.
Hey, when they let her out, somebody's gonna take her out.
Somebody's gonna take her ass out.
My daughter loves Selena, and she didn't know. She goes, what happened to her? I go, she got shot. She goes, who shot her? I go, Yolanda. She goes, who's Yolanda? And I told her, and she goes, she goes, where is she? I go, she's in jail. She goes, Daddy. She goes, you gotta take me to jail now.
My daughter was ready to go to the visitation room and like pop a cap in Yolanda's ass.
She's like, I'm gonna kill Yolanda. Fucking bitch. So we have fucking Yolanda.
And legit, the scene that my wife filmed in Selena.
It's right down the street. They were there. That's where we wrestled.
Yeah, that's where we wrestled. That's what I thought. She told us that when we wrestled there.
The 5-minute walk.
And my daughter says it. Yeah, we live right down the street.
Every time we go get on the interstate, my daughter goes, Mommy, you film Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb there?
Yeah, she says it. Every time. And she doesn't say, I go, Mommy worked there. But she says I worked there. Oh my God, I forgot. That's where we live 5 minutes down the street from
that's awesome. Yeah,
and awesome, we love it downtown. Cool. We love it. Like,
and the new house, the new house that we applied for is a 7-minute walk from where we are now.
So we don't have a hard time.
That's dope. That's dope.
That is cool.
Hey,
but
yeah, good.
Come whenever you want. I was gonna say.
No, yeah, we're gonna take y'all up on that.
Yeah, because my son wants to do a road trip, so I might do it.
Hey, and there's this badass smoke barbecue bar. It's downtown. It's a Sky Bar.
P. Diddy was here.
No.
What?
That's the Jesus other guy.
He's a millionaire.
Yeah, remember he was on
Ride. I need to go.
Nah, it's 50 Cent and Cha Millionaire though.
Whatever.
But they played here at the smoke bar.
Millionaire.
And like
a millionaire.
Isn't that how it is?
Chameleonaire, bro.
Chameleonaire. Chameleonaire.
I don't know how to say it, man.
Chameleonaire. That's like my
I'm Irish and Italian.
Chameleonaire.
Hey man, he's Mexican now, bro.
You're Mexican, bro. You're honorary.
I don't even
bro,
know
that's
what
that is. That's what everybody tells me because I'm that weird veteran.
Look, he's got red on him.
I'm the veteran that I went to Iraq, but I hate fucking Donald Trump, bitch ass.
Oh,
I'm pro Black Lives Matter. I'm pro LGBTQ. You know, I'm for equal rights for everybody. You know, so many people speak out and hate on me for that. You know, and that's why I don't get booked now.
And
that's
because
speaking of that,
and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean, because I know where you're going.
Morals.
You know what? Speaking of you not getting booked, your To Catch a Predator
Tell it. Yeah.
We listen, man. I was very entertained when my brother was showing me this shit.
SWE.
Bro, like,
Tell us, brother.
SWE.
it's not even something that I started myself. I had one person reach out to me and was like, hey, I see you're a mutual friend with this person. Look at this video and text messages that I have. And I looked through it and I'm like, holy shit. That's fucking Tijuana kid trying to lure this 13-year-old, or what he thinks is a 13-year-old, to go meet with him for, sexual acts. So this person sees that we're mutual friends and goes, hey, I've already called this guy out, but since you have mutual friends and more mutual friends with him, I feel I should share this with you.
People listening to you and stuff.
And he sent it to me, and I looked at all the screenshots. I watched the video, and then that's when I called that guy, Tijuana Kid, on Facebook.
Worst one though.
No, Veronica filmed it on her phone when I called him and called him out, and he was just stutter. Nothing. He knew he was caught.
Right.
And then, like I said, I didn't look for this stuff. People just sent it to me. One time we're sitting here asleep. I just got back from the gym. I'm taking a nap before I clock into work. Her and I both get a message at the same time. It's a mom of a girl who's training in Dallas to be a wrestler or a referee. And it's a promoter sending nasty videos and shit like that.
It wasn't a promoter. It was a promoter that came to our house.
Yeah, he
came
was
to the hospital for.
He was there for both of our kids'
birthday parties. Used to call my fucking daughter, "Hey, baby!" Like this motherfucker was part of our family. Calling, texting, "You want to kiss me?" to a fucking little girl in high school, and he hangs out with our daughter. Like this was someone that dated my friend, one of my best friends. He was cheating on numerous girls. But that's what makes me sick. I'm like, you were there with my fucking daughter. Like he would call our daughter mama.
He was in the hospital when both my kids were born.
I'm glad we found out when we did, because he was still coming to our parties when she's 13.
Yeah, and like
cut his fucking
we
dick.
would have never known.
And it was people that we know, like that came to us, like
and told us. Yeah. And like I said, I don't go out looking for this shit.
Ooh, but that fucking
that's where I got so much of my heat from. Was because I was sharing all these predator stories. Yes, me and her have tagged with Joey Ryan. Yes, Joey Ryan was called out. We didn't know Joey was like that. Hell, Joey Ryan gave her a bootplex at one point.
Gimmick, though.
But then, we didn't know.
But then we called out Byron.
We called out Byron Wilcott for all his shit with like Jordan Grace and all that.
At the time, we were working for SWE.
Yeah, SWE. Well, it's not SWE. It was Tom Lance.
Yeah.
I don't want to give any bad vibes to SWE.
Who's SWE? Hannibal?
They're folding.
Yeah, where Hannibal was?
Yeah, they're folding anyway.
Well, they're not folding. They're being taken over because the promoter at the time, Tom Lance, who has no credit in the wrestling business at all, besides being a tomboy or a towboy for fucking Chris Michaels or fucking whatever his name is that invented the super kick originally.
Chris
Adams.
Chris Adams.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chris Michaels, the fucking hobo.
Perfect kid.
Yeah. Tom Lance was the promoter for SWE. He got it from Mike Davis. They were running one show for a charity event, and it sold so well that Tom Lance wanted to make a promotion out of it. Tom Lance was the money guy, and he had this guy that had gotten in an accident or automobile accident and got a settlement. He was using this guy's money left and right. And once I started calling out people like Byron Wilcott and Andy Dalton that have wrestled for SWE, that's when he started, spitting back at me. Oh, your kids were in the locker room, this and that. No, you're just mad I'm calling out your talent.
They said we were too controversial on Facebook, so they fired us. And that's why, because they got mad at us for calling people out. And so they fired us because of that. But then after that, then a whole bunch of other shit went down. So it was kind of funny. Karma got him.
Yeah. And now,
Gosh.
as of like last night, I've gotten Facebook messages. Tom Lance is no longer has anything to do with SWA.
So it's kind of funny that they said that and fired us because now there is no.
Well, it's not they. It's Tom Lance
so
fired us.
And so now I'm done because I'm like, okay, everybody that fucked us over and said stuff about us. Okay, well, he's gone now. So I'm like, okay, I don't have no purpose in it. I wasn't just going out. Like, people were like, oh, help me with this, this, and this. And I'm like, no, I'm not really trying to do it just to go get people.
Yeah.
People, this actually affected us. And, like, people came to us. So,
it's
like,
not like we were out with a vendetta.
Like, some people were like, some girl came up to me and she's like, okay, this, and this. I'm like, well, do you have screenshots? Do you have this and this? I'm like, I'm not just going to go. And that's where I got screwed with Rudy. Like, I have screenshots of the way he talked to me, but I don't have screenshots of him. Like the way he tried to kiss me once, or the girl he's with now. I have no screenshots of that. She used to be a minor. I'm sure if you went and looked at her birth certificate, you would have seen at the time she was a minor and that was a student, but I have no way of proving that. Like,
you did did you do a documentary or something like that?
I was going to, but then Rudy's
we
like,
still have, we're not going to say we were going to. We might still release it.
Actually, I'm going to do it in my book. I'm going to just cover my thing with my problem with Rudy. That's my beef with him. And I won't ever drop it. Like,
well, because the guy that's also filming that is a medic of mine. I served with him in Iraq. Okay. So it was a big thing for him to film that as well. And it's something she might not want to let go, but it's something I still want to stay passionate to. Because my daughter is just now going to turn 8 and within a month, and she still wants to be a professional wrestler.
But like
so
I said,
I don't give a fuck how many bridges I burn, how many non-network companies I wrestle for, as long as the business is better and there's not creeps like that.
But then actually I heard like from one person that's been in this business, like we got a cease and disorder from Rudy. And I won't say the guy's name, but he's pretty well known in this business. And he said, drop it. This is the way the business is. The way women will always be treated, and that's the way Rudy will always be Rudy. So I said,
she's not gonna say the name. I will. That was referee James Beard.
James who?
James Beard from the NWA.
He told me that's Rudy, and I have recording. I have a recording.
I have a bunch of respect. I had a bunch of respect for Mr. Beard.
I wasn't going to say
like he traveled the roads with Tim Storm, former NWA world champion, stuff like that.
But he always says, "Oh, girls."
But when I first started calling out Rudy and Byron Wilcott and stuff like that, James hit me up and was like, "Hey, you need to stop this. This is how wrestling has been. It'll never change."
And he had him on speakerphone, and I recorded it all on my phone. So I have it on my phone, and we weren't going to say his name, but fuck it, I guess.
Like I told you, like you messaged me, Boog, from the get. Yeah. I don't pull no punches.
Yeah, and that's what I told you. Yeah.
Stay.
But that's why
I'm gonna fucking stay like that. I'm the lost cause for a motherfucking reason. Because I stay true to my fucking word. I want to protect this business and protect the people in it.
But that's what made me mad, because like people were using Rudy still at SWE, like it was on TV, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. Just wait till your kids grow up and they're old enough.
Yeah, now nobody uses him up there. Like Rudy's gone from up there. Tom Lance has burnt everybody up there because he was putting too much shit up his nose. Like, and that's the shit he was trying to claim we were doing. Motherfucker, I smoke weed. I drink a couple Dos Equis a night, and I take my fucking meds for my OCD and my PTSD. That's it. You know, don't come at me trying to call me an addict or anything else like Rudy Boy has in text messages.
Rudy will be like, take care of your kids and shit.
But
he'll text him shit like that. And
Rudy will tell me to take care of my kids. I'm about to be homeless, shit like that. But when I tell him to pull up and I give him an Addy, he won't. Rudy, you want to talk like you're a badass motherfucker and you're a trainer of superstars. You know where I live.
Well, that's why I was like, okay, like, that's fine. You don't need to talk about my kids. When people started bringing my kids up.
When you bring my kids up, that's crossing any line. Like,
Well, if you're
And
gonna say
even as a work,
okay,
people know that my family's off limits because
Right. My beef is with you. That got nothing to do with my wife or my kids.
exactly.
You got beef with me. You got beef with me. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
why, like, before, since you got to say James's name, I get to say my name then.
Go ahead, do it.
Well, because it was all on Facebook and everybody's like, "Oh, well, you're a horrible mother." And actually, who said it was Miranda Gordy. Like I wrestled her, and she's a drug addict. Well, bitch, I smoked weed with you first off, and she was saying she was the one that goes, "You let your kids in the locker room in front of adults." Well, first off, she goes, "Your kids were playing with chemicals, dangerous chemicals at the show." Well, first off, I know that was a lie. Like, that's stupid because my kids don't clean, first off. And the whole locker room smelled like piss because the toilets were broken. And she was just like coming at me like, they're like, "Oh, she's speaking out. Her kids are bad. Her kids." And Byron called my kids little bastards. He said on Facebook, I have screenshots, "Boy, you better get fucking those kids' DNA tests because you don't know if those are your babies." He said that. Like, it was getting that ugly. And I'm like, you know what? If people are going to say shit, like, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm trying, but I'm like, okay, it's starting to take, like, I know it's not true, but it's starting to take a toll on my soul. Like, I'm not happy anymore. Why are you talking shit about me? And they'd be like, oh, and he's like, oh, yeah, like, they were saying that I fucking chased some guy with a gun down Highway 35, and then I stalked Paul London because I went, okay, and y'all know this story, and I want to say it now. When I was hanging out with Paul,
you guys went,
and I never did, like, we never had sex. That's why people can't believe it. Like, people used to say, oh, you and Sam had sex. I'm like, we wouldn't be good friends if we did have sex. Anyway, the story was, you know, my mom paid for that. My parents paid for me to go. Just because me and Paul were no longer friends anymore, they said I followed him and stalked him and went to Dory's school.
No, you guys both went. I remember when you went. Yeah.
They told him that I fucking stalked Paul all the way there. No, my parents paid for that. Just because you don't want to see me anymore, why the fuck am I going to get rid of $800? My parents paid for a rental car. They paid for the airline tickets. And now I'm supposed to not go. So the story is I followed him all the way to Florida and I stalked him. And then I stalked another guy and followed him down the highway with a fucking gun. I don't use guns. He's tried to get me a gun. He's got me a gun. I like knives. I have horrible aim. I'll fucking stab someone for it.
I'm a gun junkie in the family.
Ooh, and then he would come and he'd see this on websites. He's like, so who's this? Who's this?
No,
like,
oh! I didn't come and say that.
And then Byron goes, oh, did you kidnap him? Because he's younger than me. He said, I kidnapped him and I'm holding him hostage and I made him get me pregnant and blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, what do you mean kidnapped? And I'm like, I don't know what that one means, actually. And I'm like, oh, maybe because you're younger than me. I'm like, I get it now.
Yeah, because you're the cool
and it was getting ugly. Like, they started talking ugly about me. Like,
you're the cool
oh, I'm getting mad. But, like, it was getting that bad. And I'm like, you know what? It's not even worth it. I'm going to work on my menopause book. And I'll help women that are more appreciative about stuff I can help. Instead of fucking people coming at me, starting shit, saying, oh, you do this, this, and this, and this. Well, you know what? Fuck all of y'all. And I don't mean to be mean, but I don't want y'all to be raped. But
what was your? Didn't you have beef with Tammy?
Oh, Tammy Cinch.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I go on Facebook, Joe. Like, it's getting bad. Like, I have so many different accounts. Well, the other day, they did her fans only. Well, I don't think she realized I'm always in Joe Brazier. She didn't realize it was me. And someone showed me the screenshot. Because I shared her OnlyFans thing. It was something I shared. And she goes, okay, Mark. She's like, go get a life and quit stalking me. And I was like, first of all, she goes, I didn't get that. She goes, well, you have to pay for that on my OnlyFans. I go, someone sent it to my husband. Thank you. And she still didn't realize it. And somebody told us, oh, yeah, she said some Mark is fucking talking about her. And I'm like, bitch, go look at my picture. It's me. But we got in a fight because, I was friends with her. I was there for her when Chris died. I was fucking there for her when everybody's calling her a whore and that she killed him and she could have taken him to the hospital. He would have lived. I was there. Everybody's talking shit about her at the funeral. Hack, I was there it was me, Hack, and my mom. People walk in, Sabu. Oh, she fucked him for pills. Oh, she fucked him for pills. Like, everybody that walked in, like, we were giggling. Like,
I just want to know how much for her to fart on camera again.
So then everybody came in, Hack. Oh, she fucked him. I was by her side. And then one time it was me and I did a show and the sponsors were fucking giving us barbecue.
Hey,
And
Veronica, you off camera. Come in.
Oh, we switched seats.
Yeah.
Tammy was my manager, and this is when I was starting to get older and I got heartburn. I was like, God damn, I ate too much. I'm like, just go get my pay. And Amber O'Neal I was wrestling Amber, and her and Amber were friends that night. They became best friends. I'm like, oh, that's not going to end well. Wait, I'm still on camera. I don't like this one. And she fucked me over for $200. She told me I didn't get paid. A fan came to me the next day and gave me $50 because they felt bad because I didn't have any money. She goes, yeah, we didn't get money. She goes, well, I'll buy you some food. I'm like, wow, you fucking cunt. You're going to fuck me over for $200 after everything I did for you.
But she still farts on camera.
But she fucking Chris wasn't even dead a month. And she goes, oh, I'm in Pennsylvania. I go, I don't live in Pennsylvania anymore. And she was with fucking, what's his name already?
Cool.
Chase's old partner.
Cassidy Ryder.
Yeah. And Chase was like, dude, he got us there. You're fucking Tammy already? And he's like, oh, man. I'm like, oh. Why would you bring up Tammy? Now you're making me mad. I was like, is she just sitting there searching her name? Tammy, fucking fans only on
she's
Facebook.
got me blocked.
Like, it was like 5 minutes. I posted that, and she found my name.
I've got 3 Facebook pages, and she's got me blocked on all 3 of those, my Instagram and my Twitter.
And then Feinstein had her on his Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Rob Feinstein was just doing a thing with her recently, and I was like, hey, ask her how much to fart on webcam.
He deleted it right away.
My comment got deleted.
Yeah.
I was mad, bro. I was going to OnlyFans.
Okay, I'm getting mad. Look, I'm shaking. You talk about Rudy, now you're talking about me.
That's awesome.
And that's why he's like, oh, we have me. I'm like, you know what? If that's the case, if I'm fucking gonna talk shit and like be honest with people, I don't want to be around people like that. If that's how it is, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm fucking sick of it. Y'all can all suck my fucking smelly parts because I'm sick of being nice to people. And I never really was nice to people anyway. Was I? I was nice to you, but like that's why like
wait, y'all were got nice too?
No, she was always nice to us.
How y'all get that treatment?
You talk back too much.
Because we're Puerto Ricans.
Because we're not Spanish.
Because we're not Spanish, we're just Puerto Rican.
White people. Okay, let's talk about something else. I'm getting mad.
So hey, so what's the future hold for you guys?
My menopause book.
I know you got the menopause book.
I'm going back into acting because you know what? When I did Selena and all that other shit, I had like 21-year-olds to compete with. Now I'm the MILF. I'm the cougar. There's not that many girls here in San Antonio that are competing for that role. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do my book. I'm gonna do what not to do to become a famous wrestler. And I'm still homeschooling my kids. We're starting a band too. If Selena can do it, I can do it. And we're called Angel Babies from Hell. We're called.
And me,
rewind. Tell me about this band.
We haven't really started yet.
So like
he's gonna play the trumpet. We're gonna do some ska.
My kid, I'm big on following your dreams. Okay. Like I said, with wrestling and everything. So my kids said they wanted to play guitar. And I bought my son an electric guitar. And my daughter said she wanted to play drums. I got her.
No, I was going to be the drummer first. I got kicked off. I got moved into bass. But my daughter saw a drum set. She's like, and I saw the twinkle in her eye. And she goes, I go, fuck. Like I'm not a drummer anymore. And I was like, I'm like, oh, baby, you want to be drums? And he's like,
but like, I support my family with whatever they want to do.
He's gonna play trumpet though.
Like, I don't have to be in the band. I'll just sit on the side. But I can play a little trumpet.
We were gonna let it be the roadie, but then we've had fights already.
No, like I said,
like
I did the male stripper gimmick, and I can't dance.
And then like people like I probably got in fights with like 3 people about homeschooling and like me making my kids do this or wrestle them. I'm like, it could be worse. There's fucking crackheads out there that let their kids see me crackheads and they become crackheads, or they're alcoholics. Or
hey, let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with homeschooling. And
then people get mad. Like I'll argue with people on Facebook about Selena's dad. They're like, let her die. She's dead already. Let her go. He's just trying to make money. No, he fucking loves his daughter. He wasn't a singer, so just like her to be remembered. Just like me, I'm gonna teach my daughter what not to do to become a famous wrestler, and he's just doing that, and he loves her.
Well, not only that,
and he's gonna be around like Elvis. She's never gonna die.
But she had a legacy. Well, yeah, she was like you. You were the first woman of honor. You were the first female to wrestle in the Ring of Honor. So like Selena, you have a legacy. There is something special to hold to that.
Well, that's why I argue with people. They're like, oh, and I'm like, they think he's money hungry, and I'll get in Facebook jail because of this. And I go on Facebook.
Like,
I'm shaking.
People might call me a mark for my wife or something, but I still pay that respect for her.
That is
like,
cute.
bro, my wife had the first ever match in Ring of Honor. You know, she was one of the first ever female talents of DDT in Japan. Like, that's some wild fucking shit.
As the first woman referee at 01.
There you go. But that's some wild shit. Like, I got to wrestle Rich Swann and TJP on 205 Live. I got a documentary on Amazon Prime. I've been on Comedy Central. But, bro, the shit that I started wrestling for was to be seen in Japan and shit like that. So to have a wife like that, it pumps me up more and motivates me more to have a career that she's created and legacy she's created. Because, like,
he still talks about
I'm still Simply Luscious Mark.
Hey, you gotta put that man over tonight, Veronica.
And trust me, guys, that's not what I'm doing this for.
No, I just about to.
I'm always a badass. Like, I rolled with her in the ring and fought. Like, Sandman called me stiff. I don't think he's rolled with her yet.
Hey.
I bleed now. I'm old.
Oh yeah.
Fucking hot with these damn lights, and he just sits here at work and fucking.
She's not used to the studio setup.
We drink coffee. I'm a coffee drinker now. I never drink coffee till I had my fucking son. My daughter would go to sleep. Well, he went to Korea. I had a 1-year-old daughter. I was pregnant. Oh, now I'm boring you. He's on me.
Good.
Isn't that man the blackriflecoffee.com?
I was so tired and I had to drink coffee because their sleep schedule was so off. Like, I probably get like 3 hours of sleep. And I was used to partying. Woo, let's stay up all night. And now I'm like, I can't stay up anymore.
We used to party.
Now I'm like, fuck.
I just looked at the time and I'm like, it's 11:45 and Veronica's awake.
I'm so fucking tired. Look at you.
Yeah.
I saw that. You trying to hide it, LowRyda.
I'm fucking exhausted. I've been up.
Oh, that's right. You had a funeral today, right?
Yeah, I had to work a funeral detail. So tired, you know.
Yeah.
But
well, if y'all want to wrap this one up, we can always do it again, fellas.
Yeah,
listen, man. Definitely. You guys, both of y'all are always welcome to come back anytime y'all would like to.
Definitely. When is that book coming out?
I'm still working on it.
Okay. I'd say within a year.
That's why I don't know if
I'd say within a year.
I don't know if I want to do one book because Hack was like, "Fuck, I don't remember shit." You could do like.
Well, the first one's gonna be out within a year.
Well, that's why I don't know if I want to do what. But what I'm saying is, I don't know if I want to do the whole book. Or do like, whoa, we got her. She's so cool. Let's.
I'm the more organized one that's gonna push it.
You remember Foxy?
Foxy.
Foxy.
Shit.
Foxy.
From New Jersey.
Oh, no.
Foxy from New Jersey.
Yeah.
She's writing a book too about the business, about the same thing about how women were treated and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. That definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna get you both on the show when the book's drop.
A lot of this shit needs to be out there, you know.
Yep.
It does, but it just sucks. Like the reason I never did is because, like I said, like I'm always the crazy one. Like if I said anything, oh well, she was a drunk alcoholic. Okay, well, what's your problem now? I don't even drink. Like now I'm still fucking. He's like, oh, I'm the obnoxious one when I drink, and you're sober, and like I'm sober, but I'm still fucking same. I'll still talk shit, and I'll still say something to somebody. I don't care. And like, what's your excuse now? I'm not a drunk, so what? What? I'm completely sober now, and I'll fucking still call people out, but it's just
now I just wipe my ass with cease and desist.
It's just pointless now. I just like I'm gonna take care of my family, and I'm not gonna let people talk bad about it and bring me down. I got other shit to worry about, you know.
Hey,
are you guys still working during the pandemic, like wrestling?
Oh no, actually, that's what I said.
I have been minimally.
I don't. Well, that's why I said like I have bad allergies, and our fucking kids once they got potty trained, even before Corona, They sit there on the toilet, and most places
And
they sit on the toilets, and they're sitting there talking to me while they're fucking got their hands on the toilet that's at a bar.
Yeah.
We're drunk tonight. They just touch everything, and I'm just like, I was already freaked out before, and now I'm like, y'all touch everything and talk to everyone and get candy and food from everybody. I'm like,
hands in your mouth. Yeah.
So like a lot of times,
yeah,
if it's not a big match that means something to me,
not worth me going.
I don't want them being there.
It's not worth it to me.
It makes sense.
It's not worth their health. And my work, if I want to get vaccinated, I can. So
and I am old. Yeah, and he doesn't have to do anything. Like he can work from home. It's great. He loves his job. I sit here with him and he can help us do stuff. Woo! Okay, go. I gotta go to bed.
It's all screwed up.
Yeah, we always. I'm always like whenever I go to talk to him, I'm like, shit.
I saw you doing it earlier, so I wanted to get along on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, look at me, asshole.
I forget. I get caught up sometimes, and I forget to change the little banners. Should be saying the same shit all show.
I took the cop killer, and that's what I always tell him. Y'all were there when I took
the
it.
Homicide.
It's banned now in Japan. I was there, and I was like, I heard every bone in my body go.
Yeah.
I still don't get it. It's all over there.
Oh, that hurts so bad. Okay, go to bed. It's nice talking to y'all. We'll see you in Texas.
Fellas, it was amazing to actually get to finally see your faces.
Sort of me.
I've heard many stories about y'all. I appreciate y'all taking care of my wife.
Yeah,
for so many years.
Not let the juice.
And I can't wait to actually meet y'all in person.
No, definitely.
We got to get together. You guys are more than welcome when you come to Florida. You know, we're in Central Florida.
I don't want to get sucked up in a tropical.
Hey, but you gotta take the kids to Disney one time, right?
Hell yeah.
Is it Tammy in Florida?
The first time I ever went to Disney.
DeVito's in Florida. We gotta go.
DeVito.
When I went to Disney World for my first time was the same time that Goldberg won the World Championship, July 6th.
Oh, he's such a mark.
It was on my birthday.
Okay.
Goldberg.
Like I said, I am a numbers mark.
That's cool though, man. That's a good way to keep your memory working.
Everything coincides with something big in your life. It's like
and I met Steve Mongo McMichael that weekend.
He's not doing good now.
Yeah, he's not doing good, man. Hopefully everything can work out with Mongo. He was pretty entertaining.
Oh, Mongo.
so the worst wrestling I've ever seen. Hey, they got
wigs.
I got a thing. I think there's a thing on was it Instagram, like Mongo botches and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, shit. But guys, I'll let you go so you guys get some rest and stuff, and we're gonna be wrapping it up. He has to get some rest. I'm at work. I'm here to 7 in.the morning, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. Hey, if y'all want people to find y'all on any social media, y'all want to give that out,
feel free.
Facebook jail all the time, so.
She's in Facebook jail all the time. But if you want to find me on any social media, just look up The Lost Cause Brysin Scott.
Okay.
And there's Simply Luscious, but you can look up Pigtacular.
Yeah, you can also follow her Two Pigs, Pigtacular, Charlie Manson, and Yolanda Salad Bar.
No, it doesn't say Yolanda. Just Pigtacular, Charlie Manson, and Yoli. That fucking whore Yolanda.
Listen, it's been great talking with y'all. Thank y'all for coming on.
And our new family member, Mr. Scott there.
Thanks, brother. We do appreciate
the family,
y'all.
brother.
And thank you guys. Much love.
All right, love you guys, man.
Hopefully we'll catch up with y'all soon. And you guys are always welcome to come back on anytime. If you guys got anything coming up that y'all would like to let us know about, just hit us up and we'll throw y'all on. And y'all can plug it up,
What are you doing awake?
Oh, shit.
Have a good one.
Hey, take care.
Safe. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Wow. Anyways, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Before we go, don't forget, go to sleeves.com.
God damn, sorry.
Man, God bless you, bro.
I think
Jesus Christ. cheese and crackers. But yeah, sleeps.com for all your sports needs. From yeah, you can run it.
If I could find it, man.
Yeah,
Hold on.
it's not
Sorry,
a big deal.
this season got me all fucked up.
Sleeps.com for all your athletic needs. Remember, use the code MWA Pod.
Hellvape.com. Get all your healthy vaping products from them. Use the code MWA Pod. Get your 10% discount.
And subscribe to Realm, everybody. Don't be afraid to do it. Just do it. Get us paid.
Yeah.
We gotta make some money.
Yeah. Let's do it, man.
You'll get us Knights of the Gimmicks table with the dead presidents. You'll get Killing the Business with Kingpin Angel, King Mega, and Glenn Sexton. You'll get Shooting the Shit Uncensored with Pierce Austin, and Get Funk with Alan Kwee Funk. That's all MWA podcast products, all on the Realm Network, brought to you by Vince Russo.
And if you guys go on twitch.tv/MWA World, y'all can catch our live shows that we do, where we have our show with King Mega, Wrestling with Sports. We have the Funkin' Kingpin show with Alan Funk and Kingpin Angel, and then the wrestling NXT wrap-up, right? Yeah, wrap-up. NXT wrap-up with Pierce Austin and Crisco Kid, Glenn Sexton.
Yeah.
But on that note, guys, make sure y'all follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, like, subscribe, do all that good shit, man. We do appreciate y'all tuning in.
And we hope you enjoyed the 2 parts of the Lost Cause Brysin Scott and Simply Luscious.
Yeah,
because we did very entertaining.
That was a fun show, man. On that note, we'll see y'all next week.